the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, CON, the Deputy Governor, Palibo Hari Barigo, my very esteemed colleagues who are here with me from the House of Representatives, led by the Deputy Leader of the House, Honorable Akpatase, the Vice Chairman, South PDP, Chief Dan Obi, my friend and colleague, the Speaker of our Rivers State Assembly, Honorable Owagi, and the Deputy Speaker and members of the State Assembly, good afternoon. Let me very quickly correct the Speaker of the Rivers State Assembly. There's nothing in our lexicon like the lower chambers. What we have is a bicameral legislature that is equal, but the Senate and the House. I thought I would mention that there because it's an often repeated phrase, so you're not alone, but it's always good to correct misconceptions. So I say good afternoon. And let me very quickly start off my remarks by thanking the governor, my friend and brother, for a confession that has been known to all forever, that you plotted against me. It is the irony of life, and indeed very interesting, the twist of fate, that those who you sat with to plot against me are the same people that sat together at your primaries to plot against you. So plotting is not necessarily a new thing in politics. But what is constant is that in politics, there are no permanent enemies, there are no permanent friends, but what you have is permanent interests. And by God's grace, this one that you have started, this journey that you have started that you and I both know shall be permanent. I didn't hear you say permanent, the governor. It shall be permanent. Please choke them. I say choke. I say choke. I'm trying to speak like you. I was in the United States about a week ago when His Excellency called me just to follow up on our previous conversations about coming to do this commission. Because of who he is and what he is to me, it did not take me I did not have to think hard to cut my vacation short and come home for this. My presence here today, ladies and gentlemen, is... But before I go there, let me, because I remember His Excellency was talking about, and I was very impressed. You fly over 1, fly over 2, fly over 3, fly over 4, and I think if I heard you correctly, you stopped at flyover 12. And that's very impressive. But Your Excellency, if you come to Lagos, you will be counting flyover 1, all the way to fly over 1,000. And that's a fact. If he didn't dare, he didn't dare. Your Excellency, you are pretending that you're on your phone. Listen to me. Put the phone down. Listen to me. You know, that is the fun of being the speaker and the number 4 citizen. When you're in a gathering like this, you get to speak last. And therefore, the Excellency, His Excellency cannot even come back to reply me. That's the advantage I have. So listen to me and listen to me very carefully. My presence here today is, among other things, a repudiation of those who believe that political differences justify vicious assaults on the humanity of others. I am here to tell them that even though Governor Wike and I may belong to different political parties and come from different cultures, we are united in our desire to see a peaceful and prosperous Nigeria. And we are joined at the hips in our determination to stand together against those who wish to destroy our country by practicing politics that amounts to nothing more than a frenetic appeal to anger, fear, and resentment. Ladies and gentlemen, at every significant juncture of our nation's history, this city of Port Harcourt and the people of Rivers State have played influential roles. As it was in the beginning, so it is now. At this critical stage in our history, when the choices we make about politics and governance are likely to reverberate long after all of us here today have left the scene for others who are coming behind us. It is providential that at this moment in time, Rivers State is governed by none other than His Excellency Nyesom Wike, a tested administrator and politician par excellence who practices politics of courage and conviction and has proven time and again his capacity to govern with vision and with competence. Today we have gathered to commission the official residences of the Rivers State House of Assembly members, and this project intends to ensure that the legislators who make laws for the people of the state, who hold the executive to account, and advocate for the people's interests can function in a conducive and convenient environment. It is a worthy achievement that will long impact the performance of the legislature in this state and stand to the credit of the men and women who envisioned and executed it. When I drove in, quite honestly, I looked around very briefly, and I couldn't help but notice the splendor of the estate, the beautifully manicured lawns, the serene environment, and what appears to be quality artisanship and the appurtenances that are around. And I nodded in silent appreciation and marveled at this incredible achievement. I saw pictures of the before and I saw the after. And I couldn't help but notice during the 3-minute video that was shown on the screen where the governor, when I think this place was just at about 20–30%, was going around inspecting. Many might see that as just, people inspect every day. He came on inspection. But I could feel the passion that when he was inspecting, you can see these things through the lenses, through the screen, that the passion was not so much for the building, which was amazing in itself, but for the people who he was actually building for, and that is the legislators. It is this cooperation between branches of government actually lies at the heart of every successful experiment in democratic governance. The Westminster parliamentary system sought to achieve this cooperation by embedding the executive within the legislature. In our own system, both institutions exist independently of each other. This independence, coupled with mutual respect between both arms of government, is the best way to ensure that the public interest takes preeminence in the consideration and implementation of public policy. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest test of our democratic experiment lies in our ability to deliver policies and programs that improve the lives of our people. And we achieve this objective by building ladders of opportunity that allow them to achieve the highest aspirations of their hearts. Now, if we can accomplish this, we have justified our public service. But if we fail, then nothing else will matter. With this project, His Excellency Nyesom Wike has demonstrated his recognition of the vital role of the legislators in a functioning democracy. It now falls to the present and future legislators to live up to the high expectations of their office and justify the confidence reposed in them. For the legislators who will use and benefit from this estate, these houses now stand as a debt that you owe the people on whose behalf you serve. Let it be that every hour you will spend in these residences, you devote your mind to the service of your people and to doing that which will ensure the survival of democracy and the upliftment of Rivers State and continued peace and progress of Nigeria. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and privilege to commission these official residences for the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly to the glory of God and in service of the people of Rivers State. I applaud the Governor, His Excellency Nyesom Wike, for this accomplishment, and I congratulate the Speaker, Right Honorable Ibani, and all the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. I believe that when the Governor finally chokes them, the members of the State Assembly will be coming with him to where he is destined to be. We await you, Your Excellency, and very eagerly too. Do not let anybody, let me build on what you have said. Do not let anybody intimidate you. At the appropriate time, you will tell them. You will choke them. God bless you. God bless the government and people of Rivers State. And God bless our Federal Republic. Thank you very much.